And don't forget, you gotta grind 24/7, guys. The grind.
So what are we talking about today? We're talking about the difference between effort versus mastery. When someone asks you to be responsible for something, we need to know the difference between putting out a little bit of effort or mastering the actual task that they're asking us to do. It's really, really important to know the difference. Now, when I think about mastery, I think about martial arts and my history in martial arts and how long we took to learn how to punch. Just a punch. And we did it thousands of times. And that's because we were looking to master that craft. That's the difference between putting a little bit of effort in and mastering something. Now, when we talk about mastery, we talk about tactical mastery and we talk about behavioral mastery. Now, tactical mastery, guys, we'll talk about that first and then we'll get into behavioral at a later date. We talked a little bit about it in the last episode. We talked about practicing meetings. What are some of the other ones? We need to create achievable and precise plans. Guys, we have to get good at the planning stages of our strategy. If we're not planning correctly, we're not ready to execute. So we have to create actionable, precise plans. We have to communicate effectively. You've heard me say before, if you're not tired of saying it, you haven't said it enough. We as leaders in the organization should be creating that cascading communication plan. So whenever you guys do make a decision, you're communicating that to the entire organization. Another good tactical thing to master is to know the difference between being steadfast or being stubborn. I mean, sometimes, guys, I will admit that I am stubborn when it comes to the decisions that we make, and to make sure that we're not, giving up on the decision before it's had time to go into effect. So one of the things that I tell my executive leadership team all the time is we're going to look at the KPIs that we create in order to track the things and the decisions that we make. So what we'll decide is each and every time, if we're not getting the number that we expect in the KPI or we're not getting the performance, we're either going to change it completely, we're going to tweak it, or we're going to agree that it has not had enough time to actually be effective. So knowing the difference between being steadfast, knowing to, hey, stay the course, keep going in the direction that we're going, and being stubborn, trying to do the same thing over and over and expecting a different result, it's pretty important for us to be successful. The last item that we'll talk about in tactical mastery is tracking your action items. Guys, if you're leaving meetings and no one is tracking the action items, you're really not having good meetings. We talked about practicing meetings last episode, and this is one of those things that's so important. It's so crucial to your business. So what I would tell you is these tactical things that we do, don't just put forth effort in them. Do what we said last time, practice. Practice those tactical things. But don't just practice so that you can increase your effort. Practice so that you can master that tactical task. I hope you're enjoying the information that we're giving you. Guys, if you want to do a deeper dive, you can start out by going to Amazon.com, putting my name in the search bar, and buying one, maybe all three of the enhanced series of books. They come in all formats. You can get them in Kindle, you can get them in Audible, or you can get them in paperback if you're kind of old school like me. You can also go to alignment.com where you'll find content, you'll find our blogs, you'll find our videos that we've published, and also for a limited time, you can sign up for our Platinum Club membership. We're only accepting 30 people for the rest of the year, and that gets you to content that's never been published, tools that we've never published, lots of information that you will find incredibly helpful as you grind 24/7. Guys, thank you so much.